I'm Ellen McCauley in Syracuse, New York. We're talking about forgiveness and losing weight. We're talking about that physical and spiritual care for our bodies, our heart. You know, many doctors think that exercise and physical exercise is so good for your heart. But really, what's even more important is to treat yourself with kindness and love and forgiveness. You can exercise regularly, eat well, and not smoke and manage stress. But love is the basic need of human nature. Without it, life is disrupted emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And where does that love start? With self-love. And I love this person here. It says, what would you advise a person to do if that person felt a nervous breakdown coming on? Consult a psychiatrist. And this psychiatrist said, I would say to this person, lock up your house, go across the railroad tracks, find someone in need, and do something to help that person. I think I was headed down a very bad road. I had so much self-hatred, so much depression. So January 2008, I started this group. 25 people who I'll love to the day I die. They're special, special, special people to me. And that's what brought me back from the edge, because I helped someone else, help myself, and that's where the forgiveness begins. So if you're sitting right there saying, I don't know, Ellen, I can't forgive myself, try using the talents and gifts that God has given you to serve others, and it will affect your health in such a positive way. Letting go of the past hurts, reading Bible verses. We're joking about Revelations, but I even like reading Revelations. And if you're harboring any bitterness, you've got to let it go. The closer you are to God, the closer you are to yourself. And the last thing, and I'm going to have you read the 10 great benefits of confession. I went to confession Saturday night, and I have to share this with you. I don't think it's violating the confessional to share this with you. I have struggled with self-forgiveness, and it's affected my life in many ways, my weight in many ways. And I went to the Life of the Spirit, and I did a witness. And even though I wasn't there the whole day, I felt the Spirit speaking to my heart. And I went to confession that night. And what I said to the priest was, I have confessed these sins before, and I have gotten forgiveness from God. And I want to, once and for all, forgive myself for anything I've done up until this day and go forward in love and serve the Lord. So then this priest told me this beautiful story about how God had St. Peter and his closest friend, and how he denied him when he needed him the most. And yet God forgave him. And God had, Mary Magdalene, who had committed adulteries. And he said, go and sin no more. And she lived a beautiful life. And so he told me these beautiful stories. And I'm thinking, wow, he's really spending a lot of time with me. It must be a visiting priest. I can't get over it. And yet everything he was saying, I felt lifted. And I was saying, praise you, Jesus. I'm feeling it finally. So the confession was over. And Bob and Vince had gone to confession before me, and I got back to the pew, and we were very early. So I said to Bob, I said, who was that priest, I wonder? He's a visiting priest. And he goes, well, what are you talking about? I go, well, who was the priest? And he goes, it was Father Pryor. I go, no, it wasn't. And he goes, yeah, it was. And I'm telling you all, I know Father Pryor's voice. And I'm telling you, I really felt that God was speaking to me through him. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I didn't even think it was Father Pryor. And I know that man, really well. I mean, really. I don't know that. in a religious, intimate way. I meant in a religious, intimate way. But I'm telling you, it was a moving experience. If you have not been to confession in a while, I am begging you on my hands and knees to go. Confidentially, it's guaranteed, housekeeping for the soul, low-cost therapy. You can help start world peace. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to end there and play the song. Guess what the song is called? Forgive Me.